Hi, I'm Chef Pete Geoghegan for Sterling Silver Premium Meats. Here we have the sirloin flap. I'm going to show you how to clean it up, then we'll cut it a few different ways to show you a couple different ideas on what you could put on your menu. So you have lots of silver skin on this, on both sides, and you've got a lot of exterior fat too. You're going to want to trim up some of that exterior fat. All of it doesn't have to come off, but definitely you want to remove the silver skin. You're just going to get in there and just peel that back. This cut has got some nice big grains on it, but the texture of it, it's on the loose side, so it really has a great bite. It's not tough, and there's tons and tons of intramuscular fat going on in this cut. Really, really versatile. I love taking this and marinating it, throwing it on the grill, whole, slicing it up, cutting into steaks. Really, really famous. Like in Canada, they call it the bavette steak, or in France. And they'll cut steaks out of this. And that's what you'll see on bistro menus a lot. You can also turn this into satays, stir fry, even throwing it on the smoker, cooking it like medium rare, not a long, slow smoke. It's also a great cut to throw in and braise. Ropa Vieja, very, very popular dish out of Cuba. They tend to use a flank steak. I actually love this cut a little bit more for that. A little bit more flavor, a little bit more better texture out of it. So you're gonna wanna get both sides taken care of, and then we'll get into how you actually break it down into a few different options. We have this sirloin flap all trimmed up, ready to go. So you can look at it and see the big, long fibers, big texture, but you know, you can see how it pulls apart, a little loose. That's why you have such a great texture. One thing you want to do here though is think about that, because you've got these long grains. If you cut it with the grain, it does get a little on the tough side. So you want to make sure whatever way you take care of it, think about how the customer is going to eat it, and you're going to want to cut it across the grain. I'm going to cut some steaks out of here. So again, I mentioned bavette steak. You could put it on your menu as that, or put it on as sirloin steak. This is not top sirloin, so it actually comes from what they consider the bottom side. Don't put bottom on there, but call it out as sirloin. Some people will put it on their menu as sirloin flap. It's great. I just like to call it a sirloin steak. So we're going to go across on a slight angle. All right, a bias here. All right, cut some nice, maybe 6 to 7 ounce steaks out of that. Think about doing satays. What I like to do is go across and then cross that grain. And then you can put these on your skewers. This is a great way to do for stir fry also. This takes on marinades so well. Also, it's pretty thick. So I like to butterfly it. Look at that marbling on the inside there. You cut that steak in half. There's so many different ways. One of the most versatile cuts out there. I also mentioned that as a braise, this is one of the best products that you're gonna find out there to keep that texture, right? So you'll have larger fibers as opposed to maybe a chuck roast or something where you have some finer fibers. So you actually can see that meat and still have texture, but it's tender, flavorful. Love it for tacos, whether it's braised meat or grilled and sliced up for tacos. Really, really versatile. Cook it whole, cut it into smaller pieces, smoke it, sous vide it, whatever way you want. Probably one of the most versatile cuts on the animal. If you want to find out more information about it, go to sterlingsilvermeats.com. Look up the sirloin flap, also look at other cuts, and enjoy.